What is up, guys? Welcome back to this Pokémon FireRed Randomizer Nuzlocke. My name is Tom, aka Tucker-Demaru, and in the last episode, the really short episode we did last time, we got ourselves to Professor Oak's lab. We got our choice of 3 Pokemon, and I left it up to you guys to choose that starter for me. So if you guys, for anyone who didn't watch the episode last time, let me just go through them. We had Duskull, the ghost Pokemon. We had Ursaring. And we had a choice of Onyx. So I left it up to you guys. I got some votes on my Twitter. So I had some people commenting on what I should choose. And I think because of that, and I mentioned in the last episode, if we choose Duskull, it could potentially ruin the whole Nuzlocke in general. Because if we come across a normal type, we won't be able to hit them. Then it was gonna, we could run into problems. So for that, I think Duskull didn't get any votes, bless him. But the other two, there was only one vote between them in the end, and it was no, it was not Onyx. It was Ursaring, who just pipped Onyx to be the starter. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to have Ursaring as our starter. As is Nuzlocke rules, I don't know why, I don't know who made up Nuzlocke rules or whatever, but whoever did always decided that Pokemon needed to be nicknamed. So we are going to go ahead, and because I knew it was going to be Ursaring, I had a little bit of time to think of a nickname. I haven't gone particularly adventurous with the nickname, so we're just going to stick with that. Now, the rival choosing Duskull is slightly concerning, because now we've got the Ghost versus normal battle, so this may not work. I'm really hoping that Ursaring has a move that's not normal, and vice versa for him. So we'll see what happens here. Let's hope we can actually do some damage to each other, as this Nuzlocke is not going to last very long. Okay, we got Lick. I think that should do damage, and it should be super effective as well. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. He's got Leah. I have a feeling that Duskull may not be able to attack us here. I think he'll just have to use Leah, so I think this should be a fairly simple battle. Oh, he has disabled. If he disables my Lick, okay, this is this is now a problem, because now I can't hit him. Oh dear. I'll have to wait until my thing becomes not disabled again. See, this is why I didn't want to use Duskull as a start, because every time we come across a normal type Pokemon, it would just break the game, so we just gotta hope it doesn't stay disabled for that long. Can't remember how many turns it is, or whether it's actually set. Oh, there we go. So, there we go. That's the end of Duskull. It may even be enough to even get us to level 6 as well. So 103. Yeah, so that's nice level 6. So in this episode, guys, it'll be a little bit longer than the last episode. Like I said, the last episode was just a quick 5-minute video to get the Nuzlocke up and running and get you guys involved. This one's going to be a little bit longer. I'll try and make it between 20 and 30 minutes if possible. We'll try and get a couple of... I think we can. I'm going to try and do up until about Viridian Forest. I don't want to go... If I did all the way through Viridian Forest, the episode would go on for hours. Especially as we have to go up all the way to Viridian, then back again. So I think if I go up until Viridian Forest, we should get 3 encounters anyway. So that's still a good start to our team. This is going to give us an indication of what's in this grass. That's a Golduck there, which I might try and take on, because I don't think a Golduck will affect us all that much. So I'm going to try and take a Golduck on. But, I wouldn't mind a Golduck as if that was our first encounter. Obviously, the Nuzlocke hasn't officially started yet, so that wasn't actually my Pokemon. I don't mind that I've killed it. We are going to go get a potion for this guy, though. But like I said, I wouldn't mind a Golduck as a Pokemon at all. That's an Ursaring and a Golduck as your first 2 in a team. You can't really argue with that. So we make our way up to Viridian Forest. Now, you guys have probably done this hundreds of times as you played the games over the years, of which you probably... An Abra. I'm not sure I'd want that so much. That would be a very hard Pokemon to train, as they just disappear after one hit. Probably won't even give me much. I'll give you 31. It's not bad. No, and I'm not sure I want an Abra. If I could find an evolved Kadabra, that would be okay. But an Abra, I think it just has teleport. It would be really, really hard to train up. So I think I'd rather skip against the Abra, to be fair. but we'll see. You know, it is a Nuzlocke. If it is an Abra, then so be it. As we get the parcel, so if you just while we're doing all this start a game stuff, we have to make our way back to Pallet Town again now. Let me know your answers on the question of the day there, guys. What is your first ever bit of Pokemon memorabilia? I mean, this could be anything. This doesn't have to be game related. You know, it could be cards, it could be a lunchbox, it could be anything. I think for me personally, it was Pokemon Blue on the original Game Boy. I remember I'd watched a few episodes of Pokemon after school and whatnot. You know, I wouldn't say I was massively into it as I come across another Abra. I generally don't think I was massively into it. I would watch it when it was on, but then I got Pokemon Blue and that all changed. You know, I love the game so much. Then we got Pokemon Yellow and that came out, and then Gold and Silver and so on after that. I may not have owned all the games at some point, but I have played all of the Pokemon games. I think the last one I owned was probably Platinum. I had Platinum, I think. Definitely had Platinum. And then I've also been into collecting cards. I did have a bit of a stop at one point. I think I went up until about the originally when I was younger. I know I was collecting up until the probably until it stopped being Wizards of the Coast, I imagine, until Pokemon took over all those retro ones, and then I kind of stopped. And I got into it again recently. The Pokemon Celebrations is the one that really caught my eye again. And then more recently, the Pokemon Go cards were a beautiful set as well. I collected all of those. I've sold quite a few of my duplicates as well, which is really nice. Had quite a few good rare ones as duplicates, so made a bit of profit off of that as well, which is always good when you're spending money on Pokemon cards, because it is, you know, it's technically a form of gambling in a way. Anyway, got off on a bit of a tangent there. So just let me know what got you into Pokemon. What was that first bit you really remember of owning and being yours? As we received our Pokeballs there, that officially means this Nuzlocke has started. So now, anything goes. If our Pokemon dies, that's dead, cannot use it. If I wipe, Nuzlocke over, game over, we'll start something new. So I've got to be a little bit more careful here. This first route now, as we make our way back to Viridian City, that's going to be our first encounter. So, you know, if it's an Abra, if it's a Golduck, they're the two we've seen on this route so far. That's what it will be. So first one we bump into here now is going to be our encounter. So we may get our first teammate here. It is going to... Oh, it is an Abra. I really did not. Golduck, first Golduck must have been really... Now I don't know what to do here. I know if I hit it, I kill it. If I throw a Pokeball and it escapes, and I don't get it as a... I think I'm just going to have to throw a Pokeball and hope for the best. That's all I think I can do to this Abra. It'll just teleport. I think it's just going to teleport now. Yeah. So that is that. I do not get a Pokemon on this route. And what's the chance that this is now a Golduck? No, it's probably the same Abra, which I'm going to kill this time because it's just annoyed me. So that's a really unlucky first encounter. That, you know, there's pretty much nothing you can do there, because if I hit it, I kill it, don't get the encounter. If I throw a Pokeball and I don't catch it, it's a goner. So, you know, there was nothing I could do there, unfortunately. As it's just rubbing salt into the wounds now, just teleporting back into my life every couple of minutes. I'm going to keep killing it. So I think if we go west of Viridian towards the Pokemon League, that's a change of route. As long as I remember, we've done that route later on in the Nuzlocke. If I do it now, we should get OK Pokemon. Another encounter, so OK Pokemon, I don't know. I'm going to heal up. You're going to see me heal up quite a lot in this. Obviously, you don't want to use your potions when you don't have to. They're going to be for battles only. You know, you need to make sure your Pokemon are in good health at all times in this. You can't risk anyone, especially with poisons this early on in this generation. You know, poison in a Nuzlocke is not good at all. So we're going to buy 4 more potions. So you get up to 6 potions. I'm going to spend the rest on Pokeballs. Okay. And now we'll go west and we'll try and get our encounter here, guys. See what we can do. don't think there's anything else we need to do in Viridian, if I remember rightly. I think that is Viridian Forest now. And maybe, if I remember from my older days of playing, a Stardust. I'm not sure what Stardust will do, but let's have a look what Stardust will do. I don't actually know. Pretty Red Sun release, it can be sold at a high price. Well, maybe I'll go and sell it then. Said all the items are randomized, so anything that's not given to me by a person, anything I find on the floor is going to be randomized. So who knows what we come across. But this is a new encounter here, so this is something completely different. A Combusken is very nice. I love to catch it. It's going to be tough. Very, very tough to catch. And as I'm a few things higher, I don't... Okay. I don't think we'll catch it this easily. But fire Pokemon are fairly hard to come by, so, it's... Wow, that was not expected. But a very useful addition to our team there, a fire Pokemon. We'll give him a nickname. Put me on the spot here. Well, he's technically a chicken, isn't he? This maybe kind of morbid, but I'm going to call him KFC. Sorry, Combusken, but... So, let's just... One thing, let's just take a look at him, see what we've got. Fire and Fighting. He's got Scratch, Growl, Focus, and Ember, which I'm more than happy with as long as he's got that fire move. I do not mind one bit. So as we make our way back to Viridian City, I'm just going to go heal again. So I do apologise, I am healing a lot, but I really don't want this Nuzlocke to finish early, so we are going to keep our Pokemon topped up. And if I go and sell that Stardust in the Pokemon in a second, if that gives us a decent amount of monies, I will buy some more potions and also some antidotes. Like I said, it's not like the old newer generations where if you get poisoned, it will leave you on 1 health. You don't actually faint. You will faint here and you will die, and I will lose a Pokemon. So I don't want that to happen. So we are going to go to and sell the Stardust, which I'm going to get for 1,000. Not bad at all. I was thinking a little bit more in truth, but we are going to buy some bits now. Then I do want how much antidotes? I might buy 2 antidotes and just get. I got 6 in my bag. Let's just get it to 8. That'll be fine. I'll just replace the 1 Pokeball that I just threw as well. Okay, so now we can go up to that little bit of grass before Viridian Forest, and that'll be our 3rd encounter. That'll be our final encounter of this episode. I think we're gonna have to go watch this guy catch a Pokemon. Which, he's had his coffee. He's gonna show me how to catch a Pokemon, even though I've just done it. So come on, he's gonna catch a Venonat. Yeah, you catch that Venonat. I set that to random as well because that encounter's always funny. I've seen people do Nuzlockes and and this old man has just caught like Mewtwo's and stuff like that, just with a Pokeball without. It's really quite a funny animation if it's a really rare Pokemon that has a Venonat. That's pretty standard, really. So. He's given me a Teachy TV. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, sir. Okay, so as you'll see at the top, we're now on Route 2. So this is a new encounter. So I'm just going to actually switch positions. Put Combusken, KFC to come out first. Let's see what we get. It's only literally this 1 bit of grass, so. Oh my word. That probably couldn't have been much of a better pull. And now I'm going to have to be really careful. Because he may very well have rock throw or something like that, which will wipe out. So we're going to switch up here. I need to damage this as soon as possible because he'll be powerful, really powerful. I don't even know if this will do anything to him. I've done a little bit more than I thought, so we can keep. So even a level 3 to level 7, then that bite's done enough damage. But I always worry about crits on this as well. I don't think a crit would kill me at this point, but I've got to be a little bit careful. Okay. I'm going to try a Pokeball now. See if we can get him. But to get a fully evolved 3-stage Pokemon at this point would be very, very nice. I don't think I've ever seen a Tyranitar caught in a Pokeball, but there we go. That is beautifully done. So there we go, guys. That is our 3 Pokemon that we'll finish this episode with once I've gone and got more. Oh, what did I just do? I'm so used to just pressing no that once we come across the name guy, I will change his name. The Tyranitar. I'm sorry about that. I'm just so used to clicking no on this game that that's just really unfortunate. It's my bad. That's my bad. But I will think of a cool name for him, and I will get his name changed as soon as I can. I know people say it's not necessarily a thing, but I do like to stick with traditional rules and whatnot. So guys, I think I'm going to call the episode there. Like I said, I wanted to get up until Viridian Forest. There's nothing else we need to do until Viridian Forest now. So I'm going to call the episode there. I'll just go through what we've got now. Tyranitar should not be Tyranitar, but we're going to have a look at his summary. We've got our Tyranitar there. He's got Screech, Sandstorm, Leer, and Bite, which is not such a bad thing. Bite's a beautiful move at this point, so I don't mind that at all. We've got our starter Pokemon, Grizzly, the Earth Ring, and we have our Combuskin KFC, who will be our predominant fire Pokemon. So we'll call it there, guys. Remember to answer the question today. I really love to hear from you guys. You know, if you do comment down below, I will answer. I will speak about it in the next episode. So you know, I am reading them. I'm not going to ignore it just because you put a comment down there. So thank you so much for watching. Next episode we'll work our way through Viridian Forest. We'll obviously get a new encounter there. It's a new place. And we'll battle some trainers, see what they've got, you know, see what we come across. Could be a problem if we come across something hard, but with those 3 in our team, I'm not too worried. I'm quite confident going into the forest at that point. I'll see how quickly it takes us to get through the forest. If it takes us a while, then we'll call the episode there. If not, we'll take on Brock as well in Pewter, because there's not much else to do in Pewter City either other than take on Brock. So we'll do that as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow in videos. Thank you so much. Bye bye.